Let's get started, inshallah. So, welcome all to MFID forum. So, because of the Eid occasion, instead of Sunday, we have this seminar webinar on Saturday, and I think I should take this opportunity to thank all of you. And though we are busy for this weekend for the Eid preparation, but still people felt the importance of upskilling and getting to know about the opportunities for themselves and others to guide. I think it's a great pleasure, and I thank all of you for taking out this time. So just a brief intro about Sayyid Yasin Bhai. So he will talk about himself in the beginning. So just to give a brief intro. So Sayyid Yasin is an international speaker, business coach. So a lot of great things from him. Very frequently, even in EMFID forums, we used to hear from him. He was the speaker in our uh, national conference also, and earlier also he has shared his experiences in this forum. So thanks to Sayyid Yasin Bhai for accepting this request in this peak time of Eid preparation. So over to you. Jazakallah khairan kasira wasan jaza. So one more thing, I want to request the participant to mute yourself, and we'll take up the questions in the end. And if you have any questions, you can share those questions in the chat box. We can take up in the end. Okay, let's get started, Yasin bhai.
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू.
Walaikum Assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So thank you very much once
Waalaikumsalam
again,
warahmatullahi.
all the participants who are giving their valuable time today, since we are heading to our Eidul Adha after 2 days, and inshallah tomorrow we'll be having a Yawm al-Arfa, inshallah. And I know that everyone is busy, but still you people are sparing your time to attend this webinar. So I just would like to congratulate from my bottom of heart, so that you people are participating and giving your valuable time here. So absolutely, it's a great thing that we people are start investing our time for learning, right? So can I start?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
So I'm going to share my screen, my presentation, in fact. One second. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's visible for all?
Yeah, you can get it to presentation mode.
Okay, fine. Now it's okay?
Yeah.
So thank you very much once again. So my today's webinar topic is Unleash Innovative Ideas in Franchisee Business Opportunities in India. Let me introduce myself. My Shaikh Yasin here as a business coach, franchisee consultant, corporate trainer, and motivational speaker. So I just want to give some brief about me. As of today, I'm acting as a business coach, franchisee consultant, international corporate trainer, and motivational speaker. I have over more than 24 years of international expertise and experience in the corporate world. And I had an opportunity to work with leading MNCs in Dubai and Qatar. I work with Nokia Corporations, Dell Computers, and recently I work with Apple in the state of Qatar as a business development manager. So having a privilege working with senior management positions and top-notch approach to CXOs. During my stint as a senior management position, I have exposures to various international locations, and my USP is as a business acumen. Because when you're going to deal with the person, you should know about the person very well, isn't it? So let me start the topic. So today's topic is we have to identify the opportunities, franchisee business opportunities in India. First and foremost important thing is what motivate us to do the business or entrepreneurship. Because you see a lot of people, they are just starting their business without having a mission, vision, or any business planning. But there are certain things that we need to understand, because when you're going to have that kind of opportunity to start in India, such kind of a businesses, definitely you have to know the environmental situation and the other things as well. As you know that there are different things, and most of the people, they are involved in jobs and all. Yeah, I'm not against for any job, but when you're going to start thinking about the businesses, definitely you are going to have these kind of motivating efforts. Like when you are going to start your business, first and foremost important thing that you are going to get your independence, because each and every individual have to have his or her own independent. Because when you are going to be independent, then you are free to take any decisions, and your work like as you like your boss in your business. But in job, you don't have that kind of independence, because in job you are bound with the people, you are bound with the timing, and you have to work as per the guidelines provided by your management or provided by your boss. But in business, definitely you are free to take any decisions. And second thing is a flexible schedule, right? As you know that most of the business people, they are like, flexible with their own schedule, because they don't supposed to be there in the office for 24/7 or maybe 9 to 6. But whenever they required for the business needs, they attend this and they can fix their own schedule. But mostly in jobs, as you know that you are bound with the timing, like, whatever 9 to 6 or whatever shift you have in your company. So you are not having that kind of flexible schedule for your own life. And third most important thing is each and every human individual want to create the wealth, because this is our dream and this is our right as well. Because if you are going to create a good wealth, you have to give the good lifestyle to your family. You might go to Hajj, you might go to a world tour, you have kind of a bungalow, you have kind of a car, lavish car for your family, and you are going to have like financial freedom. It is possible only when you have to have your own business. Because when you have to do the job, definitely you are restricted with a very limited salary, and you have to accommodate all your expenses with a limited salary, and you don't have that kind of, like, financial freedom wherein you can spend good amount of money on your family lifestyle and all. But in business, it is very much possible, you can generate the wealth very well. And fourth most important thing is unemployment, because in job you never know, because right now in India there is no certainty about the job. Any point in time you will be kicked off. But in your business, definitely instead of you job seeker, you will become a job giver. So this is a very good kind of opportunity for us to become a business person or entrepreneur, wherein you will have that kind of legacy, and you are having that kind of freedom wherein you can give the job to your community people. And mashallah, in this way, you will get Satkai Jari as well. Because when you want to employ someone, definitely you are going to be responsible for their own family, for their whole family as well. So this is another good opportunity when you want to become a business person. And definitely, see, recognition is very important. As you know that we as a human being, we want to recognize by the people in our society. But when you are going to be in job, people will say, okay, he is working for so and so company. But when you have to identify yourself as a business person, definitely each and every human being will be recognizing you as a business person or the entrepreneurs. So this is very important again. And the people who are very fortunate, who carry forward their family business, but the people who are a first generation entrepreneur or first generation business people, this is again for their good opportunity, wherein they can give the platform for their next generation to continue their businesses. So as of now, when you're going to have this kind of motivating factor with you, definitely you can become a very successful person. Because you never know in future, because your children or your next generation, whether they will hunt for a job for a very long time, maybe they will land with the good job opportunity or maybe not. But if they are going to have the family business, they can carry forward very easily because they are learning each and everything from their own parents if they are having the business. Definitely. So these are a few factors wherein we can get a lot of motivation to start our entrepreneurship journey or business, right? Are you people hearing me properly?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
loud and clear.
See, as you know that people who wanted to do the business, they are not like a very ordinary people. They are not like a very common people. So when you want to think about the business, definitely first and foremost important thing is you have to do your self-assessment. So self-assessment is very important for what? Business mindset. You should have a business mindset because when you want to start thinking about the business, you should develop your mind saying that if I'm to be business person, what criteria I need to understand in the businesses. So I need to develop my mind so that I can think in a business perspective because doing a business is a big risk actually. But people are successful when they are going to take the risk. There is a risk, there is a profit. There is no risk, there is no profit. So first, you have to develop your mindset so that you can become a good business person. As you know that most of the people, they are setting a very common goal in their life. But setting a goal is not important. But setting a smart goal is very important. What does it mean by setting a smart goal? Smart goal should be, it should be a specific one. It should be measurable one. It should be attainable one. It should be very realistic. As you know that people are just setting the goal, but they are not having any kind of actionable plan. They are not having any kind of a clear roadmap wherein they have to achieve the goals. But when you want to set the goal, definitely you think that it should be realistic one. And lastly, time is very important. As you know that time is not the asset. Time is a very precious asset. As you know that we can get everything, but not the time. So in the universe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us 24 hours for each and every human being. But this is up to you how you have to utilize the time for your betterment. So definitely, when you have to do the self-assessment, you have to set a very smart goal, which is very, very important to start your business. And next is you have to do your SWOT analysis. As you know that SWOT analysis is very, very, very important for individuals and the business professional as well. And this can be applied for your personal life and your professional life as well. SWOT analysis में क्या होता है कि what are your strengths? Because each and every human being on this earth is very unique. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made each and every human being on this earth is very unique. Your capability, your working style, your behavior, your attitude cannot match with my behavior, my attitude, and my personality as well. So each and every human being, they are having their unique strength, and you have to. Sorry. Hello.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So you have to identify your strength. What is the better thing that you can do it? And you have to identify your strength and you have to write it down on the paper. Then you will understand कि भाई मैं सबसे अच्छा क्या कर सकता हूँ, मेरी strength क्या हो सकती है. Then definitely weaknesses. We are not perfect except our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So each and every human being having kind of a weaknesses, but the people, they are very good who understand or who identify their weaknesses and they work on their weaknesses and to convert that weaknesses into the opportunities. As you know that India is not a country itself, a huge continent. There are a lot of opportunities are available in the market, but you have to identify those opportunities. Once you start working on the weaknesses, definitely you will see a lot of opportunities as well. And threat. T means threat. See, we are having some kind of threats when you are going to start the business. Obviously, being a human, we have to have that kind of mentality wherein we can see, like, when if I'm going to start this business, maybe I might fail it or I might lose my money. Definitely. But you don't supposed to run away from the threat. You have to systematically or you have to successfully face those challenges when you want to start thinking about the business. So once you start doing the SWOT analysis, you'll come to know what are the internal factors. Internal factors are strength and weaknesses, wherein external factors are opportunities and threats. And we'll come to know the conclusion saying that, okay, if I'm going to be in this mode, so this is a very beneficial for me that I can do this action or I can do this business, right? So in self-assessment, SWOT analysis is also very important. And next is financial analysis. As you know that when you to think about the business, definitely there is a finance. As you know that each and every activity in the whatever you are doing, Each and every activity converts into money, except our parents, what do you call, like service. And अल्लाह की इबादत अगर छोड़ेंगे तो हर चीज हम लोग जो कर रहे हैं आज दुनिया में, उसका मकसद ये है कि भी हमको एट द एंड ऑफ द डे वो हमारी एक्टिविटी फाइनेंस हमारे इसमें पैसे में कन्वर्ट होती है कि नहीं इन आवर लाइफ। सो आपको ये भी देखना है कि भी फाइनेंशियल एनालिसिस आप कैसे कर सकते हैं। फाइनेंशियल एनालिसिस में लाइक व्हेन यू टू think about the business, definitely you have to see whether you are going to have any kind of liability on your head, or you have a kind of a good asset wherein you can start a good business. Because there are a number of good options are available in the businesses, but it's up to you. It's up to your financial capacity which business you want to start. Because in franchisee business, there are many businesses are available right from 10,000 to 10 crores as well. It all depends upon your financial capacity and your financial analysis. So you have to take a very precise decision while selecting the industry and while selecting the product for franchisee business. Definitely, see, unless and until you don't have that kind of passion, you are not going to be successful in your business. एक मोना मालेकर पैशन होना चाहिए आपके पास में, एक जिद होना चाहिए कि भाई मैं ये करना है तो करना ही करना है। तो to create the passion is very important for your business, and that will give a lot of good success, that will give a lot of clarity in the business, your fitment for the business. See, in India, as you know, that number of good people there have good amount of money, but they are not successful. Because even though if you have good amount of money, your fitment is very important for the businesses. There are number of businesses, are number of industries are available, but you have to see where you can fit yourself, right? Doctor cannot be a singer, or singer cannot be a doctor, right? So doctor is professionally doctor who are having a good knowledge about the medicine and surgery. And the singer, he knows, like, rhythms and musics. So everything is very important when you're going to select the business for your fitment. Because Virat Kohli cannot become a singer, right? अगर उसके father ने बोला था कि भी आप singer बनो, तो he cannot be a good singer. Rather, he is having a passion for his cricket, and that he himself see that he is very fit for cricket only. So in the business also, same thing happening. So you have to see your fitment for your businesses as well, right? And time involvement. See, a lot of people, they wanted to invest in the businesses, but they don't want to give their time. As you know that your business is like your own baby. Unless and until if you don't give the time to your own business, someone will spoil your business as well very quickly without any time. So initially, unless you streamline the business, you have to involve yourself. You have to give a lot of good time to your business. Then you can see you have to build a good team to carry forward your business to the next level successfully. So initially, your time is very important. So is there any question about the self-assessment? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I think you can go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So you can see my screen, right? You can see?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, I can see your screen.
Okay.
What, what the
Sorry?
full form of SWOT, sir?
SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats.
Okay.
Okay. So the current scenario post-pandemic, as you know that during pandemic, 12.12 crore Indians lost their jobs, and 10 plus million jobs are at risk after COVID lockdown. And as you know that SME sector was completely collapsed during pandemic. Almost 70% SME business are collapsed due to the pandemic. And in the country, in India, 53% of businesses are affected because of the pandemic. And as I told you, SME industry is totally collapsed due to the pandemic issue. Now, we have to see.
So just I have one query regarding the SWOT analysis.
Okay.
See,
Sir,
this
we'll take the question and answer at the end of the session, inshallah.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Yasin.
So
Okay,
whatever questions you have in your mind, you just put it down on the paper. Okay. Definitely, I'll take all the questions, inshallah. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? I'll break my link. So question and answer always be at the end of the day, end of the session. Is it okay?
Yeah, please share the chat box.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. Shaikh, how many participants are there now? I cannot see the screen.
Yeah, not 29 out there, mashallah.
Mashallah. Okay, good.
Okay, so please share your questions here in the chat box so we can take up in the end. Okay,
Right,
so that
right.
you won't forget your question as well, and we can have the record of it.
See, as per my research report, there are some major booming industries for the franchisee businesses. I can take it down one by one. FMCG, fast moving consumer goods business. Okay, then pharmacy industry. As you know that in every cities of India, you will find a lot of pharmacies on the streets nowadays. Food and beverage industry, yes, people are become very hygienic post pandemic about their about their style of food and beverages. EduTech and edutainment, as you know that during pandemic, the transformation has been done for all education sector as well. Logistic and supply chain, retail and distribution, QSR and cloud kitchen, quick service restaurant and cloud kitchen, auto industry, as you know that, apparels and fashion industry, hospitals and clinics, online gaming industry, travel and leisure industry as well, home gardening, health and fitnesses, online payment system, furniture industry, wellness products, etc. So there are a number of, I have the list for more than 50 plus industries who are doing very excellent post-pandemic in the franchisee businesses. I'll come to know one by one. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to request you, I'm available on social media pages as well. If you want to search on YouTube, you can just type SY Business Consultancy. So you'll see me there, and I would like to request you, if you want to watch a lot of good business videos, you can subscribe to my channel, and you can see a lot of case studies and business videos are there. And trust me, these videos are very important when you want to start your business or already you're in the businesses, how you're going to face the challenges and how you're going to have that kind of solutions with the challenges on your problems. Okay. So you can just search on YouTube, SY Business Consultancy. And furthermore, I would like to request you to review on my Google page. This is also SY Business Consultancy. When you go to Google, just type SY Business Consultancy. I would like to request you to give your reviews after end of this session, inshallah. And I'm also available on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram as well. When you go to type SY Business Consultancy, definitely you will see me all different social media pages as well. So I request you to give me your thumb, your likes, your comments as well on YouTube. Definitely, this is your brother's request. And I hope you understand, what is important. When you want to give the hand holding to your brother, definitely your brother will reach to next stage. अभी आप देख रहे हैं कि भी other community people, they are supporting their brothers like anything, and they are reaching to the next level. But sorry to say, unfortunately, in our community, there is some kind of misunderstanding. So being an Islamic brother, being belongs to one community, definitely it is our moral responsibility saying that we need to give hand holding for the person who want to grow. So I'm available. I'm giving this webinar because I just want to share my expertise and experience with my own community people so that they can grow to the next level. Okay.
So, Brother Yasin, so we have
Ji.
brothers from other communities as well.
Yes,
Go
yes,
ahead.
yes, yes, yes. No problem. So what is a franchising? Can you meet someone, Shahid bhai?
Already done that. Please go
Okay.
ahead.
What is a franchisee? So you need to understand the concept of the franchisee, because this is not something very rocket science where you don't understand the meaning of franchisee. Franchise is going on in India since very long time. As you know that Coca-Cola brand in India, they are almost available in more than 150 years. This is a kind of franchisee for Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola is it's a syrup, right? They are going to give the franchisee for the bottling plant, wherein they are giving the syrup and they are saying that you have to have this kind of water, where is the density of the water, hardness of the water. They are giving all the SOPs for that, and they are asking only to put the syrup and you will make the Coca-Cola. So the franchisee concept is available in India since very long time. If you remember, earlier time, there were a telephone booth each and every corner. Remember? Hello.
Yes.
So those are only franchises, because these
Yes.
telephone booth were given by Department of Telecom to handicapped people and some other people who are interested to have the telephone booth in the cities. So that is also a franchisee. So franchisee is a very simple concept. It's a special kind of partnership in which one company or brand grants the right to sell its product and services to another company or individuals. So that is a meaning of franchisee. It is very simple meaning. That's mean you have to give your own baby to someone to take care of. If I'm going to have one business, definitely if I want to expand the business, I'm going to give my business franchisee to my channel partner, to the company or individuals. So this is a very simple meaning of the franchisee. It is a firm sells rights to do the business under the name and continues to control the business. Definitely, this is the one of the most advantage for doing the franchisee business. Because whenever I'm going to give my own franchisee, I'm going to tell my partner that they have to sell my product and services under my name, and I'm going to control the business because this is my own baby, and I know the likes and dislikes of my own baby. So I'm going to put all this information under SOP, standard operating procedures, so that my channel partner will understand how they are going to operate my business on my behalf. See, as you know that these are very famous brands in the franchisee businesses. So as of now, franchisee industry over $4.5 trillion and growing at over 5.5% year-on-year growth. There are over 750,000 locations that provide nearly 8 million jobs. Just try to understand कि भी कितना बड़ा industry होने जा रहा है. If you're going to talk about McDonald's, because now you will see McDonald's are available each and every cities of India. So McDonald's has over 36,000 outlets in 119 countries, serving about 68 million people, customers every day. So every day, just imagine McDonald's, they are serving for 68 million customers. So this is the power of franchising. If you talk about Subway, in 50 years, Subway has reached 150 countries and has over 45,000 stores. Can you imagine, one company can have 45,000 stores without putting their own money? Of course, it is not possible. So franchise is the option wherein you can expand your business across the territories by not having your own money, but your channel partner will put their own money to take your brand. If you're going to talk about 7-Eleven is now present in 22 countries with 65,000 plus stores and has a sales over $80 billion. And as you know that India boasts 1.3 billion people population, we are yet to burst into the global franchisee ecosystem and produce through a global brand. So India is a very young to the franchisee business. So there are a number of good opportunities are available for the people who wanted to start their entrepreneurship journey, people who wanted to start their business with minimum investment, maximum ROI, and less risk. Because I'll tell you in further slides, what about the risk in the franchisee business. Some facts I just want to show you about the franchises in India. As you know that 35% franchisee concepts are food and beverages brands in India only. India is the second largest market after US for the franchisee business. And rupees from 5 lakh to 10 lakhs is the initial investment level for 50% of the franchises. As I told you, there are a number of good franchises for tea shop, for logistics, retail and all. They start right from 10,000 to 10 crores. But in India, most of the people, they are interested for having the investment from 5 lakh to 10 lakhs in the franchisee business. And that goes to 50% only. 60% units are franchises are on FOFO model. I'll tell you what is the FOFO model. FOFO model means franchisee owned, franchisee operated, which is very, very famous in India. And more than 60% units, they are working on FOFO model only in India. Franchisee business crossed more than $100 billion business in India. Just imagine the massive figure. And there are a number of good things happening in franchisee business in India. But as of today, franchisee business crossed more than $100 billion business in India. Franchise industry contributes 2% to the Indian GDP. Try to understand these facts and figures so you will understand the importance of the franchisee business. Almost franchise industry contributes 2% to the Indian GDP. And in coming days, franchisee business industry is going to contribute 5% to the Indian GDP. So if you see the scope in the future, there is a huge opportunities are available for the franchisee business. Because in coming days, it will give 5% to the Indian GDP. Facts and figures about franchisee business in India again. See, franchise industry in India is growing at the rate of 30 to 35% year on year, and it is pegged to touch $100 billion, as I told you, in 2024. India is already the second largest market in the world after the US. Over 46,000 active franchises and nearly 2 lakh outlets are operated in franchise model. You just imagine 4,600 active franchisers. Franchises means brand. There are a number of good brands are available in India wherein you can start. So there are more than 2 lakh outlets right now operated in franchise India. You can see Wellness Forever, you can see Baskin Robin, you can see Natural Ice Cream, you can see number of Paradise Biryani, Gulu Dada's Biryani. Number of good outlets are operating only on franchisee model right now in India. During the last 2 years, multi-unit franchisee has grown by over 36%. However, the Indian franchisee market is still very young to the global market. The industry accounts for roughly 2% to the Indian GDP, as I told you already. So there are a few examples are here, which brands are very famous in India and across the globe as well. If you see in India, there are Baggett, there are Fam Petals, Liberty, Raymond's, Arvind Store, Max Showroom, Godrej Interior, Cologne, Biba. There are a number of good brands are available. I just picked a few selected brands which are very famous in India. If you're going to talk about international franchises, obviously McDonald's, Starbucks, Domino's Pizza, KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, Baskin Robbins, Burger King, Dunkin' Donuts, Subway, and Wendy's. So these are very famous brands, international brands, which are available in India as well. So when we are going to talk about the franchisee models, there are 5 franchisee business models are available right now across the globe. First is COCO, company owned, company operated. This is a very basic model. When any brands want to start the business, they start with COCO model first. That's mean company owned, company operated. I'll tell you in details about COCO model. Second is COCO model, franchisee owned, company operated. Third is COFO, company owned, franchisee operated. Fourth is FOFO, franchisee owned, franchisee operated, which is very, very famous in India. And more than 60% franchisee brands are available on FOFO model only. FICO, franchisee invested, company operated. So basically, these are 5 types of franchisee models are operated in the whole world. So let's start about the first model. What is COCO model? So COCO model is companies stands for company owned, company operated, wherein the brand owns the franchisee store unit and operates the business itself. It is basically does not have to do anything with the franchisee. So the company invests its own money in the franchisee, and the franchisee is managed by the employees of the brand. You see the good example of the COCO models are like, D-Mart, GeoMart, Lenskart, Big Bazaar, so forth and so on. Because if you know the COCO model, company owned, company operated. Company owned, company operated means company is going to have their own capital investment. Company is going to take care of the operation cost, and whatever the profit they are generating out of this business, definitely it goes all to the company only and operated by the company, because company is going to recruit the staff. Company is having their own HR. Company is having their own logistic. They're going to have their own store, and they are responsible for their branding and marketing as well. So this is a very basic model. When the big brands, they are going to start with the COCO model first. Are you getting me all? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very much. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So the next model is FOCO, franchisee owned, franchisee operated. In this model, the initial setup cost is borne by the investor, that is franchisee in the FOCO model, and operations are managed by the brand, or you can say franchisor. The running cost, which is operation cost, is borne by the brand. So the franchisee gets a minimum guarantee or percentage of the revenue earned in the return. Here in the franchisee, investor is the owner of the business. The person who investing the money, he is the owner of the business, but the company will be responsible for operating it and taking care of all the things necessary to run an outlet. The company will also have to give fixed percentage of the profit shares to the owner of the franchisee. As you see, good number of brands are McDonald's, Dr. Lal Path Labs, Kalyan Jewelers, Roma, it's a brand of Tata. Then again, sorry, I'll come back. So Chroma, etc. In this FOCO model, see, these are all big brands. They are having a big investment. So company, what they will do, they will ask the partner to come and join with us, and they will say that you are the owner of the brand, but operation will be taken care by us, because they have their own standard operating procedure, and they have their own kind of trained people. so that they will work with them. And the franchisee partner will get the fixed percentage in return, right? So this is also a very famous model, but here in this model, investment is very high, you see. Now the third model is FOFO, company-owned franchisee operated. This is where the company invests in the franchisee business and the franchisee operates as per the direction set by the brand. Brand here is playing very important role to set the guidelines or set the direction how it will be operated in the market. The returns for this can lie somewhere between FOFO and FOCO and FOFO. So this is a rare and not very common in the industry because most of the companies investing in the expansion of their businesses, business operation, and would prefer to run it on their own, right? So the best example is customer center or call center. As you know that India is a big hub for the call centers. As you know that most of the companies based out in US, in Europe, and in Gulf, they all got their call centers in India because there are a number of good reasons for that. The good reasons should be the expenses actually. When they are going to outsource these activities in India, definitely they are working on COFO model. They are ready to invest. But what they want, someone will take care of the whole operation and he is accountable and responsible to give the output to the companies. So this is a very best model for COFO is customer support or call centers in India. And the fourth model is, as you know that FOFO, franchisee-owned, franchisee operated. In this model, company give its brand name to the franchisee investor and they give it for a particular non-refundable sum of franchisee fee. That's been franchisee fee, you can say brand fee as well, or this is your own fee as well for pre-agreed time and period, because there is a fixed period of time for this franchisee model. Some brands, they agree for 3 years, some brand agree for 5 years, some brand agree for 7 years as well. The prices and the merchandising for the outlet are decided by the brands only. So the franchisee investor is the owner of the store and all the operation cost has to be borne by the franchisee itself. Moreover, the franchisee has to pay some percentage share of revenue that is called royalty to the brand. So this is a very good model. Say, if I'm going to have one business with me and I just want to go on franchisee model, but I don't have the capital wherein I can expand this franchisee model to other territories. So I will identify those channel partners who are ready to invest in my business so that I can give my franchises to them. So this is a very good kind of model wherein franchisee partner is going to have capital investment. They're going to have their own operational expenses, but they will work as per my SOP. And they will give me the royalty and they will purchase all the raw material or inventory from my side only. So I'm going to have 3 or 4 type of revenue stream in this model. First of all, I'm going to give my inventory. I'm going to provide all my raw materials. I'm going to provide all the directions and I'm going to get the royalty and franchisee fee as well. And that's the reason FOFO model is very famous in India. I just want to give some good examples about the FOFO model, which I developed. Okay, these are my developed brands in Hyderabad as well. First is Rhyme Ice Cream. As you know that Gullu Dada's Biryani, everybody knows in Hyderabad, Gullu Dada Bhai, Sajid Adnan Bhai, and he is a good friend of mine. And definitely we are available to have the franchisee for his own brand everywhere in Hyderabad, in Bengaluru, in Chennai as well. Okay, and the next is First and Fast Logistic Express Service. This is also a very good brand from Karnataka, who I developed this one. And EduSoft, they are the software company. They are providing the softwares to the schooling, to the colleges as well. And as everybody knows about the MS Education Academy as well. This is one of the best and leading education academy in Hyderabad. And definitely there is a marriage bureau called hamandtum.com, wherein they have all kind of categories for the marriages, like dubaranika.com, NRI.com, engineers.com, doctorsmarriage.com. So these are very good brands which are available on FOFO model. And there are a number of good brands. If you talk about natural ice cream, if you talk about Wellness Forever, if you talk about Lenscart, if you talk about Aditya Birla Group. Last model is FICO. This model is known as FICO. FICO means franchisee invested company operated. This model is similar to the FOCO, but in the FICO model, brands raise money from the investor with the commitment of opening franchises. Basically, the investor, that's been franchisee, only invests in the business. So the franchisee investor does not involve themselves in the business operation at all. The company run the business operations with end-to-end control of the supply chain, and it is more like an angel investment. The best example what we developed for the FICO model is Paradise Biryani in Hyderabad, because brand, what they want exactly, they want the investment to expand their business across the territories. But they are giving they are not asking the investor or the franchisee partner to involve in the operations. They are saying that you are like a silent partner, you are like an angel investor with our business. You invest in our business, definitely we have the clauses to give you the profit, and there is a last clause saying that there is an exit plan. When you have to set up a business, definitely after 5 years time, 10 years time, when we give the profit to you, it is between you and me, wherein if you want to continue the business with us, you are most welcome. But if you don't want to continue the business, definitely you can exit from the business. So this is the beauty of this business, this model, basically, FICO model. You cannot call yourself as a business person, or you cannot call yourself in the business partner for this brand, but you are the silent investor, and you have to get your profit at the end of the day, and definitely you have to earn a lot of good amount of money while investing in this kind of franchisee model. So Cup Time Tea and Paradise Biryani from Hyderabad are the best example for this model. Okay, now how to select the industries for the franchisee business? First of all, it is very important that you have to do your R&D. It is very important to do R&D for each and every market and the product. Because see, India is having more than 670 districts across India, and there are more than 30 states in India. So each and every state, each and every city has its own advantages and disadvantages. Wherever whichever city you are staying in, you have to do a lot of R&D for that market, and you have to see the trend of the product as well. Every idea has a life cycle, as you know that. See, as a human being, we are also having a life cycle, right? Because when we born, we become a child, then we become a teenager, young, and then old. So every business idea has also some life cycle. Some few exceptions are there, but it depends. But when you want to select the industry, definitely you have to see the life cycle of that particular product or market and industry as well. Induction, growth, and maturity decline, I told you as already. See, and it is very important that you have to see the opportunity size for that market particularly. Because see, if I'm going to talk about the Chroma brand, definitely you have to invest 7 crore rupees to open the Chroma brand, which is a Tata brand actually. And they have their own brand value in the market. But I cannot open Chroma brand in the taluka places, or I cannot open Chroma brand in the villages, right? Because the investment is very high, wherein opportunity size is very less. But the Chroma brand will work on tier 1 on metropolitan city or tier 2 city as well. Because the opportunity size for the Chroma products are very high in this market. So definitely you have to, when you are going to select the franchisee brand, you have to see the market size. You have to see the opportunity size in volume and value as well. Growth respect. Definitely, see, there are few industries wherein they can survive for 2 years, 3 years, and 5 years. But most of the industry, when you have to select, you have to see how the industry is sustainable for next 10 years time. So obviously, food and beverages, pharmaceutical, education, there are a number of good industries wherein you can see sustainable one, and you can see having a growth prospect in future. So definitely, because see, in Indian culture, we do business once in our lifetime. If you cannot success, definitely we'll fail down, and we'll never try to come back again in the business. Because we are going to have that kind of fear factor in our mind. If I'm going to start the business, if I'm going to lose the money again, I'll be under liability, and I will survive for the whole life with the to clear my liabilities. So definitely it is very important while starting your entrepreneurship journey or business journey, while selecting the franchisee brand, you have to see the growth prospect of your product and services. Obviously, demand and supply. जहाँ पे डिमांड है वहीं पे हम लोग सप्लाई करेंगे. If there is no demand, there is no supply. Otherwise, you have to lose the money, you have to lose your brand as well. Each and every business depends upon supply and demand and supply chain. As you know that this is very, very important about to see whether your product or industry having a good demand in the market and you can able to supply or not. If there is a gap, definitely then you have to lose your money, right? See, what we found in our Indian market, there are a number of good people. They are very good in copy and paste in their businesses. Because अगर किसी का medical pharmacy चल रही है तो some another person will follow. If someone is running good restaurant, another person will follow. If someone is running good FMCG business, another person will follow. There is no harm to follow, but you try to bring some innovations in your product and services, because you have to understand your product and service, whether they are going to whether they are going to meet the people's demand or not, whether they are going to solve the people's burning problem or not, whether your product and services are solving the pain points of the customers or not. And accordingly, you have to bring the innovations. As you know, the startup concept is very, very famous in India, because these startup people, they are bringing some innovations in their product and services. And that's the reason they are having a particular market, niche market, what you call, to have that kind of business in that particular segment, right? So definitely it is very important that even though if you copy paste your business, you have to bring some innovations. So are you getting me all, people?
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes,
see,
yes.
it is very important that what kind of support you are going to get from the brand. If I'm going to get the Chroma brand with me, so Tata company, how they are going to support me to continue my business in a very successful manner. So these are some points wherein we have to be very careful, right? So site selection and location verification is very important. Mostly what happening, most of the good brands, they are going to take care of their site selection and the location verification as well. Because when you are going to start the business, you have to have the particular location in mind. I cannot sell Chroma brands in taluka places, as I told you. Even though I cannot open my pharmacy wherein there is no locality. I cannot open my travel business wherein there is no people travel, right? So each and every industry has its own location and size selection as well. So brand also very particular when they're going to give their franchisee, they're going to ask about the location first, and then after that they want to see the site, because it should be visible one. It should be having a good flow of people. It should have enough space for parking. It should be having not stopover. It should be having a stopover all the time, so that people can access your product and services very easily, right? And second thing is design and constructions as per the requirement. Each and every store has its own concept. If you see KFC, McDonald's, Costa Cafe, they are having their own concept and design for their own outlets. And accordingly, they are giving the all guidelines to their channel partners, saying that you have to design and have to have the constructions in the same way what we have in our earlier models. So it is very important that we need to have the designing and the constructions of the franchisee model as well, as per the guidelines provided by the brand or franchisor. And financing in some cases. As I told you, there are few models, right? FOCO and FICO, wherein you need the finance. And company, they are ready to give the finance if you are capable, if they do the due diligence. If you are successfully completed that due diligence, definitely company will start giving finance as well to open the store. And importantly, see, even though if you are having a Chroma brand or any Costa Cafe or any big brand, D-Mart or Geo Mart, your employees are the backbone of your company. They are the main people who are selling your product and services. And for them, if they don't have the training, they don't sell your product, because when our salespeople, they don't have their product knowledge, they cannot sell. If they are not convinced about their own product, how they will convince to the customers about their product? So training should be an integrated part of the any business, and it is a continued process. You cannot stop at one point in time. I just want to give you one good example about the Emirates airline. You know that Emirates airline is world's leading airline, right? But the USP is that their employees are well trained. And as per the research, what I found that Emirates airline, they are spending almost 33% of their total revenue sharing on the training purpose. So just imagine the huge amount they are spending on training purpose for their own employees, so that their employees are well trained and they can give good services to the people. And that's the reason Emirates airline become #1 airline in the world. Grand opening program or launching with brand ambassadors. See, you see, a lot of celebrities are there who are associated with the brands, different brands, and that gives a lot of pull customers. Virat Kohli, Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, Salman Khan, so many, so forth. So big brands, they are having kind of a big association with the celebrities, so that they become their brand ambassador. So franchisee offers ongoing support, training. As I told you, training should be an integral part of successful business development. National and regional advertising. as you know that जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, जो चीज ज्यादा दिखती है वो चीज ज्यादा बिकती है. So definitely marketing plays very important role to grow your business. So standard operating procedure and operational assistance, obviously, unless and until, see, this is the beauty of franchisee business because they have SOPs, standard operating procedure. Franchisee business is rather depend upon the process driven business, not the manual driven business. And that's the reason I would say that franchisee business has a success ratio of more than 90%. Wherein startup businesses having success ratio of only 10% and 90% chances are they're failing. But in franchisee business, success ratio is more than 90% because they are following the standard operating procedures. And this is the main important thing that we need to understand in the franchisee business. And we can run this business without depending upon the people. It is a process driven business, especially. Supervision and management support. Definitely, each and every franchisee has their own supervision team and management support as well. Increased spending power, access to bulk purchasing, and economies of scale. When we see, if you see DMart, why DMart? We are getting all things are very comfortable prices, very reasonable prices because they are having a centralized purchasing, and because of that, they are getting economies of scale. They are buying this quantity in huge volume, and that's the reason they are passing this advantage to their own customers. And so we are attracting, getting good pricing towards good product and services from this brand, right? So common advantage of the franchise model. So you will get the brand name, which is very important. It's a proven business model. As you know that all the franchisee business brands are very successful, and they are having a proven business model because they are running successfully, and that's the reason they are expanding their businesses to the channel partner. And the third is brand, trademark and logo. अभी जो, as I told you, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, जो चीज ज्यादा दिखती है वो चीज ज्यादा बिकती है. So we obviously looking for a brand, right? Like a cities in Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune, Bengaluru, Chennai, Delhi, Noida. People attracts towards brand. They don't mind to spend little more money, but they want the branded things. And when you are going to start your franchisee with a good brand, definitely you are going to have a good business. Licenses. I'll give you a good example about the licenses. Most of the people, when they think about opening the pharmacy, they are thinking that we are not qualified from medicine. Nowadays, it is not required because brand, they have to provide you each and everything. When you have to have Wellness Forever, I open more than 350 stores in Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Telangana as well. So right now, they don't require any qualified people to open the Wellness Forever franchisee. That you just have to have any good qualification and you have to have a good financial capacity, then you can open the Wellness Forever, right? So this is a very good example that you have to get the licenses. As I told you, franchisee business, standard operating procedure is very important. User manual, you'll get it for each and everything. As you know that Wellness Forever might be having 2,20,000 product list. So in that user manual, they are going to give each and every details. It depends upon the investment. As I told you, if you are going to have low investment, you are going to have low profit. If you are going to have high investment, you are going to have high profit. Quick ROI and minimum risk. ROI means what? Return on investment. See, when we are going to start the business, we are going to put our hard-earned money in the business. Definitely, each and every business person will look for ROI. If ये जो पैसा लगा रहा मेरा पैसा return कब आएगा? So in this franchisee model, there is a complete financial model about the capital investment, about the operational expenses, about the ROI model. So this is the beauty of this business. And there is a minimum risk. Why minimum risk? Because it's a proven business model. Let's say, for example, if I want to start my own business, I don't know which industry I have to select. I don't know which product I have to select. And I don't know whether my business will sustainable for next year or not. But in franchisee business, there is a possibility that you can success. 90% possibilities you are going to success because of the brand name. It's a proven business model. And next is customer relationship management and learning management system. Because in each and every franchisee brand, they are going to have their own CRM and LMS system as well. Training and support program. Definitely, they conduct a lot of good trainings for their employees. And business development manager is there for supporting all the day-to-day challenges in the market. Branding and marketing, they are going to cover for their own channel partners. It depends. Brands to brand and franchisee to franchisee about the branding and marketing. As I told you, because of the brand, they have a lot of good pull customers. Customers base is already have there in their own market, so they don't need to think about the customers. Brand pull customers are there. And be your own boss, guidelines to operation, because brand is going to provide all the guidelines how you have to do the operations on the ground. They are going to share their brand expertise and the experience as well. Okay, and this is very important. Let's say, for example, if you are not going to if you are not going to give your time to run your franchisee business in a successful manner, so brand what will do, they will have that kind of resale option with you. It applies to both brand and franchisee partner as well. If you think that brand is not going to support you properly, you may think that you need to quit the business. So brand will take care of that resale option. Let's say brand is providing all the good information, all the good support, but you are failed to run the operation on the ground. So brand will take care of the resale option. They will take the franchisee from you and they can look for a new partner. So this is a very good kind of option available in the franchisee business. How the relationship should be there in the franchisee and the franchisee business, right? Initial fee, as I told you, this is the initial token amount when you have to decide to take the brand on the franchisee model. Franchisee fee, brand fee, it depends, like, industry to industry and product to product as well. A royalty and management fee, again, it depends with the brands and the product. Capital requirements of the franchise fee. Definitely for businesses, you should have a minimum capital to start your own franchise business. Territory and area of operation, obviously, duration of the license and renewal. As I told you earlier, most of the franchisee, they are having a standard duration of the licenses for 5 years and subject to renewal. Depends, like, some brands having 3 years, some brands having 5 years, some brands having 7 years, and most of the brands having 10 years as well. Return on investment, definitely. Termination, legal contact for this is very important, because see, documentation plays very important role in the franchisee agreement, because we are human being. If I'm going to tell something virtually, you will forget tomorrow, I'll forget tomorrow. But if I'm to put whatever I'm telling on the franchisee agreement, definitely it is a standard format wherein we'll put all the clauses in the agreement, 1, 2, 3, 4 from my side and 1, 2, 3, 4 from your side, to protect your rights, to protect my rights. So it is very important that you should have a legal documents to take your franchisee business at any point in time. If franchise is not going to give you any franchisee agreement, I suggest you as a business coach, don't go with them, because you fall miserably tomorrow by not having any documentation. So documentation plays very, very important role in franchisee business. So thank you very much for your support and patience throughout this session. I do hope all the things are clear about the franchisee business model. If you have any questions, you can share with me right now. I think we have again half an hour, I believe, right?
Yeah, a couple of questions are there already in
I'll
chat.
stop my sharing.
Yeah, yeah.
So mashallah, 28 people are there. So thank you very much once again. So please, if you have any questions, you can ask me.
So you can unmute yourself and ask your question, Brother Abdurrahman, or I can read out question for you.
Yes.
Could you please recommend companies offering franchisee opportunities in logistics and supply chain, FMCG and edutech industry?
Okay. This question is from Abdurrahman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Abdurrahman, there are a number of good brands are available in logistic, in FMCG as well. And which industry is it again?
Logistics and supply chain, FMCG and edutech industry. I think from the list, whatever slides you have shown, those are there, right? Gullu.
Yes, Gullu Dada's beverage there for food and beverages. And
Yeah.
FMCG, I would say there are number of supermarkets are available. Number of wellness forever also comes under FMCG, because they are going to cover branded medicine, non-branded medicine, then lifestyle product, wellness product as well. So this is one of the good opportunity. And recently I have seen a lot of good franchises are opening in Karnataka and Telangana as well.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Mr. Yasin, this is Muhammad Abdul Rahman.
Yeah.
Well, in logistics and supply chain, I've seen that you mentioned one company.
First
name.
and fast.
Yes.
Okay.
But are there more companies who are offering franchise opportunities? Are you aware of any other companies?
Yes. In my list, I have DTDC, I have Shadowfax as well. But
DTDC?
DTDC and Shadowfax, most of the Telangana part they almost cover. But I need to check the pin codes what they have available right now, because these brands are working on a pin codes.
Which brand is that? Shadow?
Shadowfax,
Shadow
Could you,
Facts.
could you type in?
DTDC as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
but I can.
DTDC, do you have
Yeah.
any approximate idea what sort of investment would they be looking for? Or and second thing is, if somebody is looking for a franchisee opportunity, what do they look for in a franchisee?
See, basically, as
I
a
mean, like if I want to go for a franchisee operation of McDonald's, definitely
Okay.
they will have certain criteria which
Exactly.
the new franchisee has to meet, because they will
See,
not give to each and every one.
yeah, right.
If
Exactly.
I have the
Because
money, they will not give it to me.
true, absolutely true. See, if you talk about international brands, they have all their set criterias, and they are working on different models and different cities. If you talk about McDonald's, basically McDonald's are in FOCO model, franchising company operated. Let's say, for example, if you have good space available in Hyderabad, whichever city you are there, you have to have good visibility. You have to have good accessibility for that location, and location should be heart of the city. Then they can do the partnership with you, saying that you are going to get the rent plus the percentage of the profit.
Okay.
Operation will be taken care by brand only. You will be the franchisee partner only.
Okay.
Right. That's mean you have to put your money in a very secured business, wherein there is a no risk.
Well, McDonald would be more of a investor rather than in operation involved. You're not involved in the operation as such.
Exactly, because McDonald is an international brand, right? They don't want people are involved in their business because they have their own setup.
Correct.
They have their own team, like business development manager, sales manager, branding team, marketing team, a logistic team. So they are going to take care of everything. But you will be at the face of the company only.
Yeah. So I mean, so I'm basically interested to know in logistics and supply chain and edutech. You said DTDC, Shadow Fats.
Shadowfax. Yeah, but I can assure you about first and fast courier logistic. You are from which city, Mr. Abdurrahman?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Yes, we are looking for a very potential partner for first and fast express logistic, because I am the one who is promoting this brand.
Okay.
And this brand is very good. Owner of the brand from Karnataka.
Okay.
And recently we given some multi-unit franchisee to Latur, Solapur, and in Bangalore as well, and Pune and Mumbai. And we are looking for a very potential partner in Hyderabad. See, there are other concepts as well. Either you are interested for single unit as per the pin code. If you are interested for multi-unit, maybe one part of like the North Hyderabad, South Hyderabad, or Central Hyderabad, maybe like that. If you have to have the super franchisee you have to give for the whole Hyderabad.
Okay.
So you are going to take care of all the pin codes are available in Hyderabad city.
Yeah.
If you are
Are you
looking
aware
for
of roughly what is the cost of the franchisee and super franchisee?
Yes, if I'm going to talk about single unit, one pin code, it costs you minimum 50,000 investment. That is, you have to give to the brand. Brand will give you the CRM system and some printing material. Then you have to have your own small office wherein you are going to have one computer, one printer, internet connections, table and chairs.
Okay.
Okay, this is for single unit, one pin code. If you want to talk about super franchisee, definitely you have to have a big office, not on the main street. You should have your office in a very normal area as well, wherein you can control. And then definitely you have to have your own team as well. Company will going to give you one sales manager who are going to cover all your operations in Hyderabad. And for that purpose, you have to have 7 lakh rupees of investment with the brand. And then other office expenses you are going to bear for that.
Okay, great.
And whatever the courier will come, they are working on 3 modes: air, ground, and sea cargo as well.
Yes.
So whatever things will come to Hyderabad, it will be given to you only, and you will be the responsible to cover the whole Hyderabad. Either is
You
pick
mean
up and
the
drop.
last mile delivery?
Last mile delivery. The brand, I know the brand, but I don't have in my list actually.
No. What I mean to say is the delivery within the city of Hyderabad, the last mile delivery will be taken care by the franchisee.
Yes, you only.
Okay.
That
Fine.
depends.
I mean,
they
I
are,
think
they are
If are you involved with First and Fast directly?
Yes, yes, yes. I
Okay,
am promoting their brand.
okay, I'll connect with you offline.
You just give me a number.
Yep, 7396
Okay.
01
Uh,
02
hmm.
03.
Right. I'll get connected, inshallah. Okay.
Sure, inshallah. And
So-
what about edutech? Any brand names you're aware of? Any companies you're aware of?
See, there are different segment in edutech actually. Okay. You have to go for preschool, post-school, competitive exams like NEET and JEE, or you have to have other tuitions for foundation course and all. So for that reason, you have to have enough funding and space as well.
Yes. So we are in the process of actually we registered a trust, educational
Okay.
trust,
Okay.
recently, and we are looking out for a building in Hyderabad.
Okay.
So we are in the process of starting a school.
Okay. You have to
So,
build your own brand or you have to take the franchisee for any school.
well, actually, as of now, what we thought is we'll start on our own. But since this thing came across, I came across this, Zoom meeting of MFIRD. So, I mean, we can explore that possibility as well.
I can do the consultation for you as well. Don't worry, because I am associated with the MS Education Academy in Hyderabad.
Okay.
Okay, and I have some more association with Nomani Public School. As you know that Maulana Sajjad Nomani Saab.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm associated with their brand as well, and I'm doing a lot of brands in North India as well.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can do the consultation for you, not a problem. If
Great.
you want to have your own brand.
Yeah. Fantastic. That's excellent. Yep.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you. Jazakallah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Assalamualaikum Yasin bhai. I have one question.
Okay.
What options are available in food industry? And what is the estimate
One second.
investment and
Request others to go on mute. Let me. One sec.
and what is the expected amount, investment amount, and how much ROI we can expect?
See, food industry is having a lot of good brands in India. You're from Hyderabad?
I am from Bangalore.
Bangalore, yeah. As you know that Bangalore is coming under metropolitan city, and people are very foodie, and there are a number of good brands are available in food and beverages in Bangalore. It all depends upon your financial capacity, my friend. It start if you have to take a tea brand, it start from 5 lakh rupees. If you have to go for McDonald's, it goes almost 2.5 crore to 3 crores.
No,
So
actually,
it
I'm expecting around 2 lakh or means monthly income.
2 lakh monthly income.
2 lakh, yeah.
That is a secondary part, my friend. First of
Yeah.
all, you have to understand your financial capacity, how much you want to invest. मैं बोला ना जितना बड़ा इन्वेस्टमेंट रहेगा उतना बड़ा प्रॉफिट भी आएगा, जितना कम इन्वेस्टमेंट रहेगा उतना कम
Yeah,
प्रॉफिट
my
आएगा.
expectation is around 2 lakhs per month as an income. Keeping in mind, right, how much investment is required and what options we
You
have.
are looking for net profit as a 2 lakh
Yeah,
or revenue as a 2 lakh.
yes, monthly.
He's
Net
going
profit.
reverse engineering now. So he has set the
Right.
profit
Understood.
now he wants to understand how much he has to invest for getting that much.
No, I'm asking about the net profit or revenue he is asking.
Net profit.
Net profit. Okay. So I have good brands to start in Bangalore, wherein you can see net profit of 2 lakh rupees. Either it could be any ice cream brand, any cloud kitchen, takeaway model, or QSR you can say, or any dining restaurant. I have good brands. We have to connect personally so that we can discuss in detail, inshallah.
Yeah,
So you
sure.
share your number here on the chat also so that it is visible for all.
Right.
Just type your number here on the chat. People can take your number.
There was a question in between. Mohammad Saeed was asking, or someone SWOT analysis के बारे में.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, any specific case studies on SWOT analysis?
You'll find a lot of good videos on YouTube.
No,
You'll
no,
find
no,
lo-
no, 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 no. I'm asking for the ones which you have already implemented, where you are a consultant.
Okay. Okay. For SWOT analysis, you mean to say,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So very specifically, I'm going to tell about the Gulu Dada's biryani in Hyderabad,
Okay.
wherein we have done a lot of good SWOT analysis, and we reached to the conclusion saying that what are the strength of the brand. Obviously, there are some weaknesses. We are working on the weaknesses, and we have to convert that weaknesses into the opportunities. And definitely, being a very competitive market in India, especially in Hyderabad, because the Hyderabad biryani is worldwide famous. So our USP is Zafrani biryani and Shadmani biryani. So we reached to the conclusion saying that if you have to have a cloud kitchen, we are going to sell only Jafrani biryani and Shadmani biryani. If we are going to have a dining restaurant, definitely we are going to give a lot of good kebabs, varieties of kebab, Shadmani biryani, Jafrani biryani, a lot of dessert, good dessert, and especially the black tea, Suleimani tea.
Okay.
Because SWOT analysis, when you have to enter into the market, you have to do the SWOT analysis for your own brand, own business. As I told you, SWOT analysis is applicable for your personal life and professional life and your businesses as well.
Yeah.
And this is a very, very important analysis. Even though if you lock yourself in the room and you work on the SWOT analysis on your personal life, you will reach to the conclusion saying that कौन सी चीज में क्या अच्छा कर सकते हैं आप, and what are your weaknesses and how you have to work on the weaknesses so that you can convert that weaknesses into opportunities, and what are the threats in your personal life, and you can list out the threats, and definitely you can work on the threats so that you will be tension free. You will remove that scary factor from your mind.
Okay. All right. Fine. Yeah. Thank you.
Actually, this is Umar from Chennai.
Okay.
I would like start a tea shop, means tea, coffee, Sulaimani, and then bun maskar, like
Okay.
that kind of thing. So, what is the minimum investment if I start on own brand? Could you consult for me, work as a consultant?
Thank you very much, Umar. You want to start your own brand, right?
Yeah, inshallah.
Initially, you have to identify the location first. In Chennai, which
Okay.
location is ideal for you, wherein you will see a lot of footfalls every morning till evening. Okay. Because this chai business is a continuous business, right?
Mhm.
Whenever people find a good time, they will come, they will have tea, they will have bun maska, they will have snacks as well.
Yeah.
And location is very important, wherein people will spend at least 10-15 minutes to have their
Okay.
own cup of tea.
Okay.
And they should have good kind of ambience. It depends, like, you have to have a tea for walk-in people, you have tea for corporate people, if you have tea for other audience as well.
Mhm.
So location does matter. Once you select the location, definitely as per the inventory which you are going to keep in a tea shop, that differs the capital investment.
Mhm. So, is there any standards available?
See, I would say as you told me that you have to have the normal tea, tea with milk, Soleimani tea, bun maska, and other stuff as well. So almost you should keep in mind saying that 10 lakh rupees you have to have initial investment for all, for designing, for site selection, for tools and equipments, name board, lighting system, and everything.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks.
So are you people they subscribe to my YouTube channel?
No, not just new from Hyderabad. There is one professor from, I think, Azam, Hyderabad Muslim University. He has introduced me to
No, not a
you.
problem. No, my question is, Umar, are you people subscribed to my YouTube channel? You can search on YouTube, YSY Business Consultancy.
Yes,
I
I've already
noted down in
subscribed.
my, I noted down. I'll do this. Inshallah.
Thank you very much. So, Umar, you have to understand that it's a very good business with minimum investment, but location is very important. And second thing is you have to create your own USP because tea is very common in India. Unless and until like Gulu Dada, we have to have Suleimani with what you call ginger, with lemon, with other mix kind of things, for the the vegetable.
Ingredients also you will teach, or someone I should get it the idea.
Yes. Yeah, Qazi's properties. I think he raised his hand. Umar, you can contact me as well. Okay. Walaikum Assalam Warahmatullahi Wabarakatuh.
May I know the investment for Gulu Dada's biryani?
See, basically there are two models. You are from Hyderabad?
No, I'm from Mysore, Karnataka.
Mysore, Karnataka, right. So in Gulu Dada's Biryani, we have two models. One is takeaway and second is dining. In takeaway, minimum you should have 300 to 350 square feet of area, not necessary on the main street. It should be inside main street. Okay, it is like a cloud kitchen, you would say. Okay, minimum investment what we are looking for 10 lakh rupees, wherein Gulu Dada will charge 4 lakh rupees as his brand fee, and remaining 6 lakhs will be like like kitchen equipments, refrigerators, oven, micro oven, then cooking utensils as well, and billing system, including everything. It costs you around 6 lakh rupees. So total investment would be around 10 lakh rupees. But revenue stream is very, very good for Gulu Dada's Biryani, wherein you start making break even from the first month itself, and you have to get your ROI in next 3 months, inshallah.
Okay. The 4 lakh what they are charging, is it refundable or is it fixed?
No, brand fee or franchisee fee, it is not refundable, my friend. But you have to have the agreement for 5 years. And as you know that in Bangalore and Mysore, Gulu Dada brand is very famous.
Do you already have any franchisee in Mysore?
No, we are in discussion with Bangalore parties. Okay. There are 3 or 4 parties are there in Bangalore. We are discussing with them. Can I take one short call if you don't mind?
Sure.
Stay with me. Stay. Yes. Any other questions?
सलाम
वालेकुम सलाम रहमतुल्लाह।
ये मैं 2 लाख के अंदर कोई जो है फ्रेंचाइजी बिजनेस कर सकते सर?
कहाँ पे करना है आपको?
कर्नूल आंध्र प्रदेश।
कर्नूल, हाँ 2 लाख के अंदर मैंने जैसे बताया आपको, फर्स्ट एंड फास्ट एक्सप्रेस लॉजिस्टिक बोल के है, ये हुबली का ब्रांड है।
अच्छा,
ठीक है। इसमें आप क्या करते हैं अभी?
मैं फिल वक्त जो है वो रियल एस्टेट कर रहा हूँ।
अच्छा, हाँ हाँ,
ओपन फ्लैट्स।
समझ गया, समझ गया, ठीक है।
मार्केट डाउन है जी।
ये फर्स्ट एंड फर्स्ट एक्सप्रेस लॉजिस्टिक कैसा है पता है आपको? इसमें आपको 24/7 इन्वॉल्व होने की जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज बेसिकली इट इज अबाउट द डिलीवरी प्लेटफॉर्म। जो भी
जी।
आपका कर्नूल में, अगर आप कर्नूल की पूरे कर्नूल की फ्रेंचाइजी लेना चाह रहे हैं, तो कर्नूल का जो भी शिपमेंट आएगा वो आपके ऑफिस में डिलीवर कर दिया जाएगा बाय द ब्रांड फर्स्ट एंड फर्स्ट एक्सप्रेस लॉजिस्टिक क्या करेगा, जो भी कर्नूल का शिपमेंट आएगा आपके ऑफिस में डिलीवर करेंगे। देन अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट यू हैव टू डू द क्या बोलते हैं उसको, सेग्रीगेशन करके आपके डिलीवरी बॉयज वो एरिया में ले जाके डिलीवर करेंगे। और जो भी लोग को आपके पास में डिलीवरी देना है, वो आइदर आपके बॉयज कलेक्ट करेंगे या कस्टमर आपके ऑफिस में आके वो डिलीवरी आपके पास देंगे, जिनको मतलब बेंगलोर भेजना है, मैसूर भेजना है, हैदराबाद भेजना है, दिल्ली भेजना है, कहाँ पे भी भेजना रहेगा।
जी जी।
तो
तो
इसमें कैसा है,
इसके लिए
हाँ
जी
इसमें कैसा है, कर्नूल में कितने पिन कोड अवेलेबल है, और आप पूरा कर्नूल लेना चाह रहे हैं कि हाफ कर्नूल लेना चाह रहे हैं, उस पर डिपेंड करता है। बट 2 लाख में आई होप इंशाल्लाह हाफ कर्नूल तो आ जाएगा।
अच्छा ठीक। तो उसके उसके लिए क्या क्या तरीक़ेकार है, क्या सिस्टम है, कैसे जो उसको स्टार्ट करना है शुरुआत? आपसे क्या कांटेक्ट पे रहना है या फिर?
जी, आप मेरे को कांटेक्ट कीजिए पर्सनली।
जी जी
ठीक है, मैं आपको पूरी प्रोसीजर बताऊंगा।
ठीक है ठीक है।
ठीक
आपका
है,
नंबर दीजिए।
हाँ जी, मैं अभी चैट बॉक्स पे लिख रहा हूँ 8600480074।
ठीक है।
चैट बॉक्स पे डाला मैंने ना।
अच्छा ठीक।
एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस?
और दूसरा हमारी एक टीम है,
हाँ
वो तकरीबन जो है 5 आदमियों की टीम है। वो चाह रहे हैं कि फिल वक्त हमारी कम्युनिटी को जो एजुकेशन की सख्त जरूरत है, तो हम चाह रहे हैं कि भाई प्री स्कूल या फिर जो है इंटरमीडिएट का कॉलेज, क्योंकि इस वक्त हमारे पास कर्नूल में मुस्लिम मैनेजमेंट का स्कूल नहीं है, कॉलेज नहीं है।
हाँ
वो नारायण और चैतन्य ही ज्यादा जो है डोमिनेट कर रहे हैं। तो
जी
उसमें बहुत से बच्चे गर्ल्स एंड बॉयज जो है वो नारायण चैतन्य में है, तो नमाज के लिए और जुम्मा
हाँ
के
समझ
लिए,
गया
और नमाज उनका मसला है।
जी।
तो हम चाह रहे थे कि भाई, तो हम लोग कौन से ब्रांड को गए और इसके लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना जरूरत पड़ेंगे?
देखिए अभी आपको पता है ना, अपने भी मतलब अपनी कम्युनिटी के बहुत सारे ब्रांड्स भी अवेलेबल हैं वहाँ पे, जैसे एमएस एजुकेशन एकेडमी एक है, फिर शाइन एकेडमी एक है। तो मेरे नज़र में है, और शायद हो सकता है हैदराबाद में बहुत सारे ब्रांड भी रहेंगे। तो ये प्री स्कूल जा रहे हैं, पोस्ट स्कूल जा रहे हैं, बताए आपके कॉम्पिटेटिव एग्जाम्स के लिए?
जी।
इन्वेस्टमेंट देखो यहाँ से 20 लाख से शुरू होता है यहाँ का इनका इन्वेस्टमेंट।
प्री स्कूल।
जी। अगर मैं एमएस एजुकेशन एकेडमी की बात करूंगा तो मिनिमम इन्वेस्टमेंट 20 लाख से शुरू होता है उनका। हाँ, तो अभी आपकी
अच्छा,
कैपेसिटी है तो हम इंशाल्लाह उसका पूरा मॉडल मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ।
ठीक है।
ठीक है
उसके
जी।
लिए मैं आपको कॉल करूंगा। ठीक है,
जी मैं
शुक्रिया।
नंबर डाल दिया मेरा वहाँ पे। जी, और कोई है क्वेश्चन?
Yeah, there is one question here. If
हाँ,
someone is there on the job, how they can start their business?
that depends, like how many hours you are working with your company, whether it is IT company or any other company, and how much time you can spare to do other activities. समझ रहे कि अभी पैरेलली बहुत सारे प्रोफेशनल्स है ना, फ्रेंचाइजी बिजनेस में भी कूद पड़े हैं। दिस इज व्हाट आई सेड यू ड्यूरिंग माय प्रेजेंटेशन। सी इनिशियली यू हैव टू गिव गुड टाइम टू टेक योर business to the streamline. And as I told you, the beauty of the business is it is a process driven rather than manual driven business. तो एक बार आपके प्रोसेसेस, सिस्टम्स और स्ट्रेटेजी सेट हो गई, then you are free and you can monitor the whole activities of your business at one finger point of your mobile.
Okay. Sheikh Yasin, sir, what is your website? I think I'm not able to get that.
My website is under maintenance right now, but
Okay.
you can see me on YouTube and other social media pages. You
Okay.
just go there on YouTube, search SY Business Consultancy. Yes means Sheikh, SHAIKH, Sheikh Yasin.
Yeah, I've already subscribed actually.
Okay. Right now my website is under maintenance actually.
Okay.
Inshallah it will be live soon.
So I think there is one more question.
Okay.
Let me just what should be Ashraf, you want to talk about your question? What should be the appropriate risk appetite for a person working a job and earning a fixed amount every month?
Yes. Can I answer this?
Yeah, please go ahead.
See, in franchisee business, as I told you, it is a proven business model. So the success ratio is 90%, the failure ratio is 10%. I'll tell you why. A 90% success ratio because it's a proven business model and all the brands, they are running their business successfully across the territories. Why the failure is there? Failure means if you are not to have proper team to manage the operation, if you are not involved in the operation and not controlling your staff, and you are not having the kind of services to the end users, then definitely it might have a blow in your business and you have to be failed. But mostly 90% businesses are success in franchisee business because brand is going to control everything. They are going to have regular visits, they are going to have regular training, they do branding, marketing, and they can control your business through CRM and billing system as well. They can see every day what are the transactions happening in your business. If there is any lack in the business, definitely their representative will come, they will sit along with you and they will discuss all the possible options to grow your business. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, it's Ashraf from Delhi. I asked that question about the risk appetite. So, first of all, thanks for the presentation. And as per what I've observed during this conversation, most of us are from the southern part of India. right?
Okay.
And even you have direct associations with the businesses which operate in the southern part of India, right? So just setting the context here, for a person living in the North Indian parts, and yeah, added to that, working a 9 to 5 job, having a fixed income, what is your opinion, or rather a suggestion for them to get into the business side of things?
It depends, like, which type of industry you're going to select and which type of product you're going to select. Because if you're going to talk about food and beverage industry, definitely you should be visible all the time at your restaurants, right? If you talk about FMCG, you should be there all the time with the business. But if you talk about other business activities wherein your direct involvement is not there, right?
Yeah.
And you can run the show behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a number of good brands wherein you can run the show behind the curtain, and there are a number of brands wherein you have to have your own visibility. Now, all the options with you, whether which industry you'll go with and which product you are going to select.
Okay, okay. As you said, it becomes very obvious for a person working at a job to select an industry or a product wherein a lot of involvement is not required, right?
Right.
So can you concretely suggest if you have any associations with such brands or products that might be a good investment?
First is logistic services,
Okay.
retail business, distribution business, education business, hospitality business, gaming zone, and number of other industries as well, wherein your direct involvement is not required.
Okay.
And when you have to have direct involvement, it should be FMCG, it should be food and beverages, it should be you can say any other industries like furniture industry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And wellness product as well, wherein people want to see you first there and they can buy your product and services there.
Okay.
I can send you the list as well if you wish. I can send you the list.
Sure, that would help. I'll ping you on WhatsApp for the same. And
You
yeah,
got my number, Ashraf?
yeah, I do have your number. I recorded that.
Thank you.
So
No problem.
another thing that comes to my mind is the investment in terms of the finance directly proportional, or rather inversely proportional to the availability required, in-person availability required of the person? As in, if I'm planning to be less available, less visible to the business, spending less time, does it mean that I'll need to invest more and more finance?
No. It is not like that.
Okay.
This equation doesn't match actually.
Okay.
Because your presence in the business, you're showing, you're running the show behind the curtain, doesn't relate it to any financials.
Okay. Get it. And any specific brands that are doable for people like me?
Movable? What do you mean by movable?
Not movable, rather doable.
Doable. Specific, you say I have a very good brand in my mind, which is running very, very fast, which is like, saloon shop, saloon shop, this for male and female. And as you know that this business is growing because in North India also, there are a lot of weddings are happening every now and then. And the brides and grooms, especially brides and grooms and other generic people, the people who are working in corporate, the people they are having a stylish business, even though the politicians, they somehow the other way, they're having their own personality in the society. So if you have to have this business and brand will provide you all the qualified staff, trained staff, wherein you can run the business very successfully by having your own investment. It is not necessary that you are there in the business.
Get it.
And they're expanding this brand belongs to Nagpur, Nagpur in Maharashtra.
Yes, I know.
But they are aggressively growing in North and South India as well. I can connect you with that kind of brand.
Okay, get it.
And a huge investment, as you know, that event management, wedding ceremonies, engagement ceremonies. One what do you say, bride, she will do the makeup for more than 25,000, 30,000 for 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
And obviously, how much you're spending? Hardly you are spending 1,000 or 2,000. You see the percentage of the profit is very high in that business.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I think no more questions, right? So
Hello.
let's for
Hello.
any more questions? Yeah,
Yes, can I start?
yeah, please.
Yes,
go ahead.
yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Can you please give some briefing on Hamentum, the marriage, wedding, matrimonial services, I believe, if you can give some more briefing on that.
Yeah. Mohammed Sayed, you are from
I'm from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. See, the beauty of the business for marriagehamtum.com, they have a set a platform for virtual business only. If you want to become a part of that hamtummarriagebureau.com, you should have a virtual office. Okay. And then they will provide you all the profiles for bride and grooms. And they have number of good categories for NRI.com, NRImarriage.com, secondnikah.com, doctorsnikah.com, engineersnikah.com, so forth and so on. So for each category, they have huge profiles, and you have to access that profile as per the city. Okay, let's say for example Hyderabad, you just want to access all the information for Hyderabad. Definitely, once you have that kind of login system from the parent company, you'll see all the profiles which are available in Hyderabad, and then
Perfect.
you do the matchmaking. People will come to you. They will log into your system. They will put their own profile photos and record information, and it will be visible for other parties as well. Let's say, for example, if I'm looking doula for my brother's daughter. So what I'll do, I'll access hamtum.com. Especially, I'll go to doctorsnikah.com. I'll access that profile in doctorsnikah.com category, and I can see the profile for each and every person which is available in that category. If I like something, I will take that information, okay, and I will call directly through you,
Okay.
or I'll ask more information so that you will be involved. Then what you will do, you have to call both the parties. You have to ask them to come and meet in one place, and they have one-to-one interaction with the families, and they go with the further step. Definitely, you can allow them, and you have kind of agreement wherein they will pay you your consultation charges.
Yeah, perfect. I think this is something where the professionals who are working professionals who wanted to start doing some franchise business, this could be one where we can pool a couple of small time investors, and then based on the franchise fee, and then we hire one person and then start doing this particular activity. So someone was asking actually, how can one can start a franchise while they are working. So this could be
The
one of
owner
the
of the
thing.
franchise is most qualified and is having a long experience in the industry.
Perfect.
And he is one of the toppers in Bangalore for MBA.
Okay.
Mr.
Anything
Abdul
related
Qadir.
to talent search also similar to this? Anything talent search? Do you have any franchise?
Yes, you want to do this talent search in India or abroad?
Actually, it will be a one website which will have both the sections.
I have to look in my list actually, and I'll come
But
back to you.
initiating from the local market, let's say Hyderabad only, and then expanding to various other
Globally. Okay.
pan India, we can look into that a bit.
Yeah, yeah. This is also very good kind of a business opportunity because a lot of graduate people, they are hunting for a good job opportunity, and there is a lot of competitions as well. This is very important that to whom you are going to have the tie-up,
Okay.
because most of the people like in Hyderabad city, they are mostly looking for MNC's company, right?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
So
Okay.
you have to have good ties with the MNC's companies then.
Yeah, okay. Okay, perfectly fine. Like I'm trying to come up with all these kind of thoughts. I'm into project management in software development, but I have spent most of the time in business for the last 20 years and have taken project management for the last 4 years. Now, something like fast track minds is coming up, but it is completely at a very conceptual stage, like happiestmatrimony.com. Like some branding, I'm trying to come up with the brand names where developing a brand and then implementing the actual core of it. So I will be happy to connect with you, and also if you happen to be here in Hyderabad, whenever you are there, I would like to meet with you as well. Yes.
Anytime, brother, anytime.
You are
Inshallah.
here in Hyderabad, is it?
No, I'm based out in Solapur, Maharashtra, but
Okay,
Hyderabad
so
is not far away from me.
okay.
It's just matter of 3.5 hours journey.
So how do we know all the members here whenever you come? How do we know your schedule? Or do you have any group where we can join and we can get some updates from you?
You
If you are
can
coming,
join MFIRD group as well. I will
I'm
encourage
already
you to.
there. I'm already there in that. But
Okay.
but again, that has got so many ocean of messages comes in.
Mhm.
How would I know when you will come, and how can I?
You do one thing. Do
yeah.
one thing. You just personally ping me. I'll add you in my group.
Perfectly
Okay.
fine.
Whenever I'm coming down to Hyderabad, I'll let you know.
Perfectly fine. Thank you so much. Yes.
Most welcome.
Yeah, and I'm happy to network with all the members. I have already shared my number. Please contact me if there is. I just need to connect and network with all the members as well.
Pleasure, my friend.
Yeah, thank
Yeah. So you are in project management, right?
you. Yes, yes.
I think there was one request today only I got. So somebody is needing a mentorship in project management. Maybe you can give to him. So I'll
Yeah,
share your number.
yes. I have given in the chat. Yes, please. I
Yeah,
can.
sure.
Yeah, this is very good thing that see now Shaikh bhai gave you one referral.
Yes,
This is our prime responsibility, saying that we have to encourage our people and pass the referrals to each other so that we can grow our businesses.
absolutely. I agree with you.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think now we are already 1:10 now. So let's get started with our Eid preparation. Already we have spent a lot of time here, mashallah. It was a very great session. A lot of good thoughts from various people here. Very engaging.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think so. Some people have shared their.
Just one last thing. Just wanted to know if you have any brands for gaming zone.
Yes, you are from which city, my friend?
Mysore.
Mysore.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. You can ping me on my personal number. Definitely, I'll let you know. And it depends upon your investment as well. Because
Okay.
gaming industry is something very huge right now, and it starts from like childs to teenagers, and even though young people also.
Mhm.
Do you heard about Arab branding? One companies, the Iranian companies, and they are having Iranian products. Sometimes they are approaching us to this kind of franchisee model.
See, for that reason, definitely you have to do your own R&D, like about the brand's past, future, and present as well, and their journey, how they started, and where they are right now, and what are their vision and mission, and how they have to support you for their franchisee business, and what are the financials for that.
What are the
And
feasible options are available in the town place, like which is around 50 kilometers, 1 hour distance from district place?
okay.
Feasible options, this kind of franchisee model. Food franchisee we can keep apart. Why? Because people don't like to spend much on the food and beverages.
So for that kind of locations, definitely either you can look for retail pharmacy, or you can look for supermarket kind of things, supermarket or grocery. Okay, and definitely retail and logistic as well. And then after that, you can say people like, I don't know, it depends upon the location and the income of the people over there.
Okay. Your
What
delivery
sort of income they are having? Because when you have to start the business, definitely we have to see which target audience we are targeting actually, and how much they spend on our product and services.
Okay.
अभी
So
ऐसा है
your
तो
link,
मैं अभी वहाँ पे एयरलाइंस के ऑफिस तो स्टार्ट नहीं कर सकता ना, because people they don't travel with airlines.
okay.
It depends, like we have to do the R&D for that particular market and the people
Your
demographic study.
yeah, your delivery platform franchisee model will be implemented over this kind of place.
Yeah, obviously. What would be the approximate population for that place?
50,000 to 1 lakh.
Delivery would be very good actually. Light is off from here. जी बोलिए, लाइट चलेगी हमारे यहाँ की.
Okay.
Yeah, we are able to see you and we are able to hear you. You can go ahead.
So are you on LinkedIn? So we can connect on your if we
Yes,
I
I'm available. I'm available there.
Yeah,
if
I
any-
think now we can go
can
with
contact you if anything is
15
there, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's already 1:15 now. We need to stop now. So if any further questions, he has already shared his LinkedIn. And even in the invite also, we have the LinkedIn link as well as his number, so you can reach out to him directly. And others also have shared some their numbers, so you can also reach out to them.
Yeah, मैं connect हो गया mobile से. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the next question you said?
No, it's already time up now, 1:15. So people, if they have any question, they will connect you on your LinkedIn.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can take down my number once again if you don't write it anywhere. It is 8600480074. 86. I'll repeat again. 8600480074. Okay.
860048000714, right?
No, 8600.
Please repeat again. 8600.
Yeah, 8600 480074.
Yeah, I already shared on the chat also. You can
Yes.
So the recordings are going to be there in tinyurl.com.
Okay. And it's a great time that we spent together on this great occasion. And from my side and from my family side, Eid Mubarak to all, to your family also. And have a good Eid, inshallah, for all people.
Jazakallah. Same to you.
Jazakallah khair, Eid Mubarak to you as well.
Eid Mubarak. MashaAllah. Jazakallah. I'm
Chalo,
stopping the.